Well, it's a big welcome back, viewers, and this is, as you know, the orangutan, and we've had a few developments. I didn't think I'd bore you with me fumbling through the production menu, but I'll show you what we've done. At the moment we're heading down to remove a couple of offensive trees that are in the way of our new cow pen. Yeah, you heard it right, new cow pen. So we're heading around here. Hope there's no train coming. We had a bit of an incident last time. So yeah, we've chucked a cow pen, a nice cow pen up here on the hill. And we need to take out don't need to do anything with the back. I'm thinking I've got the forage wagon on. That tree. And that tree. I reckon we can fit through there fairly easily. Or anything else we need to do? Might get rid of this stump down here actually while I'm here. The one that we always forget about. It's around here somewhere. There it is. But this doesn't seem to be working. There's a bit of a technique you can use. You put it on the front. Oh, and it doesn't work. Lift that up, drive forward, drop it down. Look at that. Get rid of that. What else have we hit? There's something still there. Looks like we hit something then. Oh no, I think we're pretty right. Okay, so let's pick that up. Turn it off, or jump out. I'll drive this back down here. Let's leave that there for a moment. So we'll jump in here. Head over to the sheep farm. I was thinking about doing a little bit of a track up around here that joins up right with the top of up here. There's to be a lot of up ears, down ears, but if I was come straight through here, put in a little bit of a dirt road, goes down here to the bridge, and that way it can be the sort of back way through the farm. That might work out alright. But we've got a little bit of wool here, which is good. Now this will be a lot easier. This is why I brought this down here, to do this. Hopefully it won't hit the roof as bad as the other stuff does. And it holds a fair bit. Actually it doesn't, it only holds 8,000, but we can pick that capacity up. We'll actually do that, pick up the capacity. Bit dodgy through the trees here. We do get rid of one or two of these as well, but then again it gives it that nice bushy look for the sheeps. Gives them a bit of shade. We'll stop here and drop some off too. Now what I'll do is I'll drop that trailer. I'm going to go over and make that trailer, we'll knock it up to unrealistic so we can put a whole heap of grass in it. We'll be able to fill these up each time. Remember we found out backing into these, not so much on the angle but straight on seems to be the way to pick them up. Rather than coming from the end, if you come from, well, let's pick that up, or some things pick up better than others. I don't know whether it's base game stuff that goes better, or this grass will be close to done, I reckon. not yet. Wouldn't be too far off. So where do we drop this off? Just here in the front, below it. So we'll drive up here, wool out, fabric in. This is working out very well. In you get. Wonder if it'll drop a few more for us. Any more? Come on. No, she's not ready to drop any more yet. That's okay, but... So let's go around this way. Now what we've done here is we've put in one of these farm production plants. Now this will make grass into silage and hay and all sorts of wonderful stuff. Like it does all sorts of things. And then we've put in a little bit of a shed here just to get our stuff out of the weather. I think a lot of the stuff's higher than the actual shed is. I don't know if I went the right option there, but it should be right. We'll work it out. I'm going to take this fabric directly over here to the boatyard, which we've recently bought last episode. And I don't think we need it yet. We don't need it till we get to the second stage, which is where we do the sails, but drop it off there anyway. Oh, that's right too, at the end of the last episode when I was going to get things ready, I noticed that we didn't have any pallet room again. It was telling me that our slot count was... I don't know if it's a slot count or the pallet count. Drop the fabric off. Trying to see if that's... Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Going round in circles. So go back up and get this grass trailer. There's our wool and our fabric done. We don't need that much fabric, so you know, them sheep pens will be plenty. I don't know if it costs money to start the roller coaster. It shouldn't, but it probably does. Okay, let's park this in here. Jump out. Hit this. Customize. Whoops, that's not what we want. Extension 8,000, 82,000. How's our Lizard Ute going? Oh, we may as well repair it for 55 bucks while we're here. Okay. We'll get some more grass because we've got tons of grass. Just finding it in here. Look at all the stuff in here. French fries, ice cream. It's got right out of hand. What's that stuff? Fast composter. I think that's fast compost in German, eh? Iron ore. Pig food, honey, hay, grass. As you can see, we've got 1 million litres of grass because we've been diligent with it. But you know, once you get some cows and pigs, no, not so much pigs, you get horses and sheep, you know, they'll start to chew through it. So I'll run this around to the sheep, then I'll come back and we'll I'll check out that pallet count, see what's what's making our pallets over, or I'll just check. Maybe we've hit the limit on machinery and that. I hope not, because there's a few more things we need. But I'll check that out. It won't be long. It's just to help me. It's we're only 1,876 out of 2,600, so it's not machinery. It's pallets, and I think I know where they are. But I'm just going to. I think it's the same as last time. But we need to pick them up anyway and take them down to the boat ramp. I'm pretty sure it's the sawmill. If it's anything like it was last time, it had like about 30 or over 30 pallets there, and I think it's a 50 pallet limit. So all these little ones here are like nothing compared to what's over there, but I thought I may as well chuck the eggs, you know, get rid of them and that while we're here. I think we just drive down between here, don't we, past the tent. Drop those off. 6 grand, better than a poke in the eye. So we've replanted this with it's either barley or wheat. I think it'll probably need a fertilise soon. Barley, so we've gone barley again in these two fields because they're good for straw and get a good supply of chicken food up. We've actually got a new shed here, which I did a couple of episodes, but we haven't been but we haven't been up here, so we've put a shed in here just to store our equipment. So we've got our new little thing there, whatever that is, a forage wagon, and we've got our plough, our mower, our tedder, our baler, our fertiliser sprayer, and our old turbo tractor. We've got the hay shed, which I think we've shown off before, haven't we? Don't know. We've got a hay shed, we've got some bales in there. Yeah, that was from using that field and doing it the old-fashioned way, which turned out to be a lot harder than I thought it would. But I don't know if it's feasible. You know, you need a lot of machinery, and it takes a long time. But you know, worry about that later. There's where we've been clearing across the road there. Don't think I'm going to do anything there. Just need the wood. I'm pretty disappointed in the amount of honey there. That was a bit shitty. Oh well. Oh, there we go. Don't worry about the bridge. She's all good. Okay. Drop off the honey. Yeah, we're not going to make 2,000. We're not going to make a fortune in honey. There goes the train again. Following us around the map. I don't know if you've watched any of the other series, but there's always a thing. I've always got a thing with the train. Train always seems to come at the most inopportune times. Missing all the turn-offs here. Now, yeah, see? Here's where I wouldn't go as far as saying it's our problem, but that could be our pallet thing right here. I'd say this is it. There's a hell of a lot of pallets there. This should be enough to get ourselves the boat really going, I reckon. So it turned out to be the same problem as last time. Just letting the timber mill build up too much. But that's all good. Plenty of timber. We could probably sell. We could probably sell some of this and make a small fortune, but yeah, we're going to need it in future. Oh, he's hit the wrong gear there. Ha! Sorry about that. My bad. like I'm dizzy. Can I pick this one up? No, I can't. I don't know, they don't normally pick up very well when they're upside down. No, just as I thought. Oh well. Okay, well I'm going to take off. I'll see you down at the boatyard. So I hope this takes long planks. If it doesn't, we're going to be spewing. Planks long. Oh, didn't want them all. Planks long? No. Come back, let's have a look here what's going on. Storage, materials required. Planks long 9,000, yes. Fabric 4,000. Oh, for next step, required materials next step. Planks 9, got it. Yeah, we don't have the planks. We've got the planks long. We don't have the metal. We don't have enough floor tiles. Don't have the metal, don't have the planks, don't have enough floor tiles. It seems to be a... yeah. We haven't got anything we need. Look at it realistically. I'll take these over and hopefully they're going to go into this warehouse probably, or I'm going to have to rethink my whole warehouse strategy. Stuff's just not really... yeah, that seems to be working okay. So they actually went in there, did they? Yeah, sometimes they come out in the ground next to it. So we're just going to quickly whiz over here. And we're going to turn our metal to storage for the time being. Here I think, isn't it? Yep. Tell you what, it's still a minute this, but hey, look at all the stuff we've done today. Metal, selling. Wonder if what would happen if I put it on distributing. Well, let's find out. Hopefully it's going to send it over there to the boatyard. What, mate? That'd be alright. We need more floor tiles, which means we need more planks, which means we need more blah 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 blah. We might have some planks here. I can't fill this up from... yeah, no. Got this new trailer. Yeah, I love the aim-and-target one, but yeah, this is the fact that you've got to use this to get rid of your stuff, and I don't know how to open it, so we're going to have to do this, unfortunately, folks, which I know clogs up the screen. Start filling, L3, and we want to fill it with 100 gram worth of wood chips there. That'll come in handy. Your pellets. This stuff's incredible nowadays, how much they've got. What am I looking for? Did someone send me a message and remind me of what we're looking for? Something to do with wood, isn't it? Pallets. They're not in here. Pellets. Well, I've been past them. I think I have. I don't think. Sure, I put them in here. So where have all them pallets gone? This isn't looking too good. The trailer probably doesn't take wood products. I don't know. We're gonna have to, unfortunately, hammer. Oh look, here's some of it's gone out the back. What's in there? Straw, lime, grass, wood chips. Okay, so the only thing we can really do is head up to the top farm. Grab this tractor here. Not so squeezy in here. Sort of stuffed it up and done that a little bit closer. If we have to get a new pallet storage system, we'll put it out a little bit more. Maybe I was bringing the wood to this closer one. Maybe the whole thing hasn't worked. Maybe I've made all that wood for nothing. Wouldn't that be something? Start filling. See, the thing I don't like about it is wood didn't even come up, whereas everything else is coming up. Planks, none. Why has this got so much more stuff? Floor tiles, none. Paper roll, none. Planks long, 23,000. Prefab walls, shingles. So, do we need planks long? I can't remember. Let's take them down there anyway. We'll take 15,000 down and sort of lost it a bit now. Don't know what I'm doing. Okay guys, well I'm going to take those down and then I'll try to sort out what I'm doing. But thanks for sticking with me, and at least we're getting a bit done, and the episode's not as choppy and changey today, as long as everything's working. I take it my voice is coming through. I hope it is. Anyway, I'll be back and we'll head down to the boat yard again and see what happens. I don't know if this is going to work for us, but we've got enough planks long, so what we're going to start to do now is we're going to start filling up the roller coaster. We may as well. Apparently it takes forever and a day to make, so is that all it'll take? Jesus, they don't take much, do they? What's going on there? Look how much stuff I've got in here. Why is all that in there? Well, that's when you sell it. You can actually sell it to them, and it goes into the storage, I think. Staircase railings? I didn't put it in, did I? I haven't made any of that. Oh, I don't know, this is all very confusing, but hey, we'll just keep filling her up and see what happens. But we're going to have to take this back over here and store it again. I don't know how that's going to work. Going to give me an empty out symbol. I hope they go in there and not on the ground out the back, that's the thing. Oh, stop. Where are they going? They're probably going on the floor over there. Well, it doesn't look like it. So I think we can stop our timber mill for a while. I think we've got plenty. Maybe that metal came over already from doing that. I'm going to have to take this tractor back up the top at some stage, but for the moment we want to take a bit of grass over to our new fandangled grass thing. So let's do that. Oh, and it's on grass. How cool is that? So yeah, we're kicking goals. It's all a little bit confusing, but hey, we'll work it out. We still haven't got any cows for a cow pen up there yet. And again, you can feed them just hay. Like I'm not a big TMR fan because I think it's a waste of time and money. You get just as much milk out of your cows feeding them hay, I'm sure of it. Maybe you don't. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I was going to do an FS22 dummies cows version, but I never got around to it. I'll have to do that, I suppose, and then we'll know. I'll do some science, as they call it, check it all out. Doing it for science. But yeah, my theory is you feed them hay, and rather than making it on the fields, you just make it in one of that barn thing that I bought, and yeah, turn grass into hay. There's a few different versions. There's a grass dryer, which was the first thing to come out, and then it was like about 80 grand, and then they brought out that one that turns it into more or less everything for 25 grand, I think it was, wasn't it? I don't know if I've got to click anything to start the roller coaster off. Might have to look into that. I think we've almost got enough stuff in there. Like I said, in between episodes, I'll see if I can find out a bit more information so that I'm not waffling on with shit and I actually know what I'm talking about. But then again, this is what it's like when let's just say we're all learning together. Let's hope that train doesn't come. Alright, so I'll take this down to our new barn. Everything will be groovy. So yeah, I don't know if anything's actually really happening over there. I didn't pay attention to start with. I suppose it'll all come out in the wash, won't it? No train. I suppose the gates would go. Need to put some gates in near the farm. Now with this, when I placed it, I brought the trailer in. I think we can just get it in without hanging over the train line. I think it'll trigger just before we go on the train line. There you go. Hey, he's genius, this bloke. I don't know if we're actually on the... I think we're far enough away to be safe. It empties out quicker than it fills up anyway. I'll put a couple of loads in here. We'll get about 400,000 in here and make ourselves a whole heap of hay. Okay, we'll back that up for a moment. Jump out. When you go to here, look at this. Turn grass into hay. Look at that, you can make TMR out of straw, silage and hay. That's not too bad, is it? TMR out of hay and silage. Why? 2,000 of each. TMR out of all that. We don't want to get mixed up in that. Grass into silage, 1,000 to 1,000. Hay into silage. Yeah, you wouldn't do that. Chaff into silage. That's more or less grass into silage. You do grass into chaff. Nah. So chaff's something that you need for further down the track. Well, we're going to turn grass into hay. Activate. Oh, look at that. It's going already. It's already done 19 litres. Hey? How good are we going? Outgoing, well, there goes the train. Outgoing products. Hay, storing. Okay, well I'm going to check our episode length, because I reckon we get close. And I'm going to look into this boat and that, and yeah, maybe park all this stuff up in the shed. We'll bring a bit more grass down. So I think the sugar beet's going to be ready tomorrow. We've decided not to plant that field behind us and the one near the cow farm we just put in. We're going to do oats in the next season in is it spring? We're going to do oats in the spring and then do wheat or barley in the autumn. Which is which? No, we're going to do oats in the autumn and wheat or barley in the spring. We've got to sort of make everything back to front because I'm from the southern hemisphere, not the northern hemisphere, and this is northern hemisphere timetable here. Anyway, I'll stop waffling on, and I'll either see you later or in the next episode.